husband bought me a smart ring to protect my health. I just discovered the terrifying reason why. Have you ever looked at a beautiful, loving habit in your marriage and realized it was actually a cord wrapping around your neck? For 3 years, I believed I was married to the most protective, fiercely devoted man alive. My husband, David, treated my chronic insomnia not as an annoying burden, but as a shared mission. He read medical journals, rubbed my shoulders every evening, and spent months trying to help me find peace. I trusted him completely with my deepest physical weakness. Our home life was a masterclass in quiet, domestic bliss, lived in a restored farmhouse outside the city. Because of my erratic sleep patterns, David bought me an expensive, medical-grade smart ring for our anniversary. Every night, he would open the tracking app on his phone, analyze the biometric graphs, and kiss my forehead. "I just want to make sure your heart rate drops and you're resting perfectly, my love," he'd whisper. That routine became my ultimate anchor of absolute safety. The horror didn't start with a scream, it began with a silent phone screen. Yesterday morning, David left his phone on the kitchen counter while he went outside to split firewood. His morning alarm started buzzing, and I picked up the device to silence it. The sleep tracker app was already open, showing the colorful lines of my sleep stages from the night before. My eyes wandered to the bottom of the screen, where a custom automation script was running in the background. David is a software engineer, but the coding logic I saw made my blood run cold. The script was tied directly to my physical body, reading, "If Clara enters deep REM sleep, then execute." The commands that followed were a systematic blueprint of deception. The exact moment my biometrics proved I was paralyzed in deep sleep, the app automatically muted our house's security system, disabled the motion sensors downstairs, and unlocked the side entrance to our basement. I stood frozen in the kitchen, the phone burning my hand as my mind frantically replayed 1,000 memories. I remembered waking up feeling unaccountably groggy, and noticed how the downstairs doors always felt slightly different in the mornings. I wanted to run into the yard and scream at him, but a cold instinct stopped me. If I confronted him now, he would just delete the evidence. I had to play normal while I mapped out the truth. Last night was an agonizing psychological battle. I went through our normal routine, drank the chamomile tea he brewed, and slipped the smart ring onto my finger. But as we lay side by side, I forced myself to stay awake. I stared into the pitch black, keeping my breathing slow, rhythmic, and shallow, desperately mimicking the exact patterns of deep slumber while my heart hammered against my ribs. Around 2 a.m., David shifted, checking the blue glow of his phone to verify the app's data. Believing I was digitally caged in unconsciousness, he slipped out of bed. I crept to the top of the stairs and peered through the banister. Downstairs, the side door opened silently. It wasn't a burglar. It was my own younger sister, stepping inside with a key, sliding into my husband's arms right beneath the cameras he had disabled using my heartbeat. They stood there in the dark, whispering and laughing, completely unaware that the tool David gave me out of love was just a radar to ensure his wife was helpless. I didn't make a sound. I quietly walked back to the bedroom, took a clear video of his laptop logs, and emailed it to a high-profile divorce attorney. I am pretending to sleep right now, listening to his footsteps return to the bed, waiting for morning to take everything from him. Would you have confronted them right there in the living room, or would you have crawled back into bed to quietly plan your escape like I did?